welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, having a little heat flash. Y'all don't worry about that. It'll work its way out. Friends of a certain age, y'all understand. Anyway, y'all don't need to worry about that. Here's what y'all need to worry about. I drove home from my mama's house the other day. Today is Thursday. I got here Tuesday. And after 18 hours, 18 and a half hours, 17 and a half, 18 hours. After 18 hours in the car, I did not want to stop for gas. Well, as I was pulling past the last reasonable place to stop for gas, my gas range meter thing said I had about 46 miles to go. And that was about 3 miles from the house. And gas is about, I don't know, 1.5 miles from the house. So I said, oh, I can do that math. I got plenty of gas. So as I pulled to the stop sign that we're about to pull up to, my 43 miles, no, actually by then it was about 42 miles, went to 41 miles, and then it went to dashy lines. Now y'all, I am no mathematician. I'm good at grammar, I'm okay at math. But I know that numbers in order going backwards are not 43, 42, 41, dash, dash, dash. What kind of counting is that? That's like metric grams and Celsius and centimeters and I don't even know what's. So I just went home because it was 1:30 in the morning, and at that point I just didn't care. And I figured dash, dash, dash was enough gas to get me to the house. Well, so now it's 2 days later, and I've gotten some sleep and eaten some food, and I'm no longer running on straight caffeine, and now I have to get from the house to the gas station and get some gas. So that's what we're doing. We are going to the gas station, and I thought I would take y'all along with me on this little adventure. Y'all, I am seriously burning up. I wonder if it actually is warm in here. Let me adjust some things. Anyway, how y'all doing? I really do just want to check in and see how everybody's doing in this post-holiday haze period. Are y'all in a post-holiday haze, y'all? I am in a straight-up post-holiday haze. I start back to work. I start back to teaching most of my classes on Monday, so I need to get back into some sort of semblance of ability to do something. As y'all know, if you've been following my shenanigans, I've been away from home for 2.5 weeks, which means I've been away from my Peloton bike for 2.5 weeks. So I've been back riding for 2 days, and y'all, I'm doing it, but it is not pretty. I probably should have started off with a more gradual approach, but I figured that was a little bit of panic there because I slowed down more than I thought I slowed down. The car slowed down more than I thought it should by the amount of pressure I put on the brake pedal. So as I'm driving, I am steady calculating which would be the better approach if in fact I do run out of gas, to just call somebody to bring me some gas like a tow truck guy, or to actually call the intern and engage him in this ridiculous shenanigating that I've gotten myself wrapped up in here. So hopefully, y'all keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully we will not have to do that math. But anyway, as I was saying, I probably should have taken a more gradual approach to getting back at my 1.5 hours a day of cardioing, but I did not. And I haven't hurt myself, so that's good, but it has not been pretty. But I'm doing it. Well, how are y'all doing? I guess I'm just acting like everybody. Like everybody just left home for 2.5 weeks and is having to get back at things. I know that's not the case. Y'all, seriously, every time my car shifts, I go like this. It would be just my luck to run out of gas. Like, I can see the gas station. Look, my windshield is filthy and I'm probably out of windshield wiper fluid. But that's the that light up there. That traffic light up there is the gas station. So I can see it from here. and it would be just my luck. I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to put it out into the universe. I do truly believe that, ooh, I have a yellow flashy turn signal, and I can turn fast. Here we go, y'all hang on. Oh, I didn't even tell y'all. So it is 11:55, and I have a 12:15 appointment about 11 minutes from here. So I have to quickly get gas and get over to my appointment. So running out of gas would have been really, really inconvenient. Oh, y'all hear that choir of angels singing? We made it. Ha ha. All right, I'm gonna get off here, get my gas, and get to my appointment, and I will check back in with y'all when I get to the house. All right, see you then. Bye. Y'all, hey, today is tomorrow to yesterday. When we were talking before about me running out of gas and what I was gonna do, I had every intention of checking back in once I got home. I got home, did a quick yoga workout, sat on the couch to read a book for a minute, and next thing I knew, it was time for my show last night, and there was no checking back in. But that's okay. I'm not gonna sweat it. So, Bo is right here crawling up me, not sweating it either. Let me tell you what I got going on. I'm about to throw together some cracked chicken. I'm gonna put it in the crock pot, and then I'm gonna work out. And I know you're thinking, I cannot believe she's making cracked chicken. I am making a healthy cracked chicken. Y'all quit judging me. But before we do that, let's talk about the new year just for a minute. I know we've talked a few times about what we're doing in the new year, what we're not doing in the new year, that we, and by we I mean I am not making New Year's resolutions. I haven't done it for years. I'm not doing it this year. But I have been thinking about what I'm going to do moving forward to be successful. And I have sort of a 3-step, 3-layer, 3-fold plan. I don't know what it is. But I have sort of 3 elements that I'm going to focus on moving into the new year. And no, you smarty pantses, it's not mind, body, and spirit. Although that's a good one. And it's not far off. Here are my 3 things. I'm going to focus on being prepared in my mind, spirit, and resources. See, it's a little twist. And as with everything else that we talk about, this is completely individual. So I want to start with spirit. For me, being prepared spiritually means going to church. I go to church online with my friends, which I know a lot of people just cringe and said that doesn't count. You can't do it that way. You have to be in fellowship. You have to go and see people. You have to hold each other accountable. Trust me, we hold each other accountable. But anyway, those are things that are important to me spiritually. I read scripture. I'm going to try to work on a scriptural journal. I have no idea how that works. I bought the journal. I'm gonna try to work it. Might work, might not, I don't know. But these are all very personal and very individualized. So if you wanna prepare yourself spiritually moving into the new year, obviously you have to do it in a way that's relevant for you. Like my friend Jake, I think mentioned in the comments here that he's going to read the Bible cover to cover in the new year. I think that's fantastic. I'm not interested. I've studied the Bible, and reading the Bible cover to cover in a year isn't something that appeals to me, but it's something that works for him, and I think it's fantastic, and I 100% support him in that endeavor. And quite frankly, I hope he doesn't mind me talking about it here. He mentioned it in the comments, but Jake, I hope you don't mind me talking about that here. But I'm proud of him, and I think it's fantastic that he's doing that. And y'all, I think that's a great example of somebody preparing themselves spiritually moving into the new year. Preparing my mind is another thing that I'm focusing on doing. I read a lot, and that's a way that I prepare my mind. Reading is a way that I ingest and organize information. Obviously, right? I do reading vlogs. So reading is just the natural response. When I think about getting my mind right and organizing information, it's reading and possibly writing. I'm working on that. I'm thinking about those things. It's coming together. So preparing spirit and mind are 2 things that I'm working on moving into the new year. And finally, resources. And y'all, that could be any of a number of things. It just depends on what you need to have right and have organized moving into the new year. We talked about budgeting, right? Maybe you need to get a budget together. Maybe it's your time. I'm horrible about budgeting my time. And that's something that I hope to do better moving into the new year. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try to learn to do better. Another great resource is people, right? The people around you can be a great resource for you, for support, for education, for insight. So I feel like these are simple things that we can think about doing moving into the new year so that we don't get overwhelmed by lists and graphs and trying to do too much all at once. Y'all, all that we need to do is try to prepare our spirit, mind, and resources to move into the new year and do better. All right, that's that. I'm gonna put this cracked chicken together and then I'm gonna do a workout and read a book. So let me tell you what I've got going on here. I started off with a 2-pound pack of chicken that I just threw in the crock pot this morning and let it cook for a couple of hours. Threw in some salt and pepper and just let it cook. And then I shredded it. I'm gonna use half of that in this cracked chicken. And then I'm gonna make some buffalo chicken dip so that the intern and I have some hearty dips to snack on during the football game tomorrow night. So I'm gonna set this chicken aside. And then in the blender, I'm gonna mix together 3/4 of a cup of low-fat cottage cheese and 1/4 cup of fat-free Greek yogurt. A teaspoon of garlic salt and a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of dried dill, some pepper, and I'm gonna blend that until it's smooth. Now that that's all blended, we take our shredded chicken and we mix in about 4 sticks of bacon. The recipe calls for turkey bacon, but I'm using regular bacon because, as y'all know, I'm a Weight Watchers girl, and on Weight Watchers, a little bit of turkey bacon and a little bit of regular pork bacon are very similar in points. So on a recipe where I'm just using a little bit of bacon, I'm just gonna use pork bacon instead of messing with turkey bacon. So I've tossed the chicken and bacon together by hand, and I'm shredding any big pieces of chicken that I feel. Now we add our blended dressing mixture into the chicken. Y'all, that's really tasty. I'm just folding this in with a big sturdy spatula. Now we add 1/4 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. So now that that's good and mixed up, we just put it back in the crock pot for about 1.5 hours and let it cook, then give it a taste. Cracked chicken's in the crock pot, but I have to tell y'all something funny before I go work out. So yesterday, I changed my clothes to go do my stretchy yoga workout, and I was like, let me just throw this outfit in the washing machine and wash some laundry while I'm doing my yoga. Well, the sweater that I was wearing was one that I'd gotten when I was in Georgia over Christmas, and I had not washed it before, and I had apparently not read the label, and it's wool. And I threw it in the washing machine. And I'll try to get a good picture of it from when I was driving so you can see the difference between yesterday and today. Y'all, honest to goodness, this is the same sweater. I'm not even kidding. And I'm not bragging about my laundering abilities, but yeah, so sometimes you just gotta say, yeah, what a difference a day makes, huh? So if anybody has a very small child that would like a very thick wool sweater, I have one for you. All right, that's all. I'm gonna go work out, and the intern just called, and he might be home in time to try the cracked chicken when it gets done. And if not, I will try it and let you know what I think. All right, it's taste test time. Let's see what we have created here. I don't know if y'all noticed, but I put in a healthy teaspoon of dill. I'm a huge dill fan. It's got a nice dill taste. I put in a ton of garlic. It called for a teaspoon of garlic. I accidentally put in a tablespoon of garlic, but then I was happy with the tablespoon of garlic. So it is very tasty. And it's a little bit heavy, not in a bad way, in sort of a, if you're having a Super Bowl party where people might be having a lot of adult beverages, this might be a good dish to serve to help sort of offset and soak up those adult beverages. So yeah. So I would call this a successful healthy crack chicken recipe. And y'all, crack chicken, it's a ranch chicken recipe. So it is a healthy, hot ranch chicken recipe. Y'all, thanks so much for coming to my channel. If you haven't already done so, subscribe and hit that notification bell. I upload new food and fitness content on Mondays with book videos sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.